Let's be prayerful, amen. Let's be prayerful. And I'm not going to trouble you long, but I'm excited. I'm just glad to be back in church today. Amen. Anybody glad to be here? Anybody felt a little bad about missing church on last week? Everybody want to clap on that one. Pastor Clark, glad to see you, Sister Clark, on your... Pastor Clark, he takes a month off on his anniversary. Amen. 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 He takes a month off on his anniversary month. Amen. Listen, God gave me a word prior to the storm. Not knowing the storm was going to come, but it also helps my message even more, because the storm didn't do what was predicted to be done. My subject today is the Lord will make a way out of no way. I'm going to give it a subtitle as just a reminder. Just a reminder, because many of you here already know that God will make a way out of no way. But every now and then, Sister Charity, we need a reminder that even in the midst of storms, Sister Johnson, that God can work things that look bad and work it for our good. Amen. I got to pause for a moment to give praise to Sister Brian over there. Give her a hand praise. We've been missing her and Deacon Brian. Amen. For those that don't know, a few weeks, maybe over a month now, they was on their way to church in Columbus, and Deacon Brian couldn't wait to get a ride. He had to leave. He had to get to church. That's a dedicated brother that want to get to church, amen. Even in the midst of that, God had his hand of protection around him. We've been praying for them. We're glad to have them back in town. Philippians chapter 2, verse 8 through 14. Paul is not writing here. Matter of fact, I hate to tell you the story about Paul, but Paul writes this while he's in jail. And I know none of y'all been in jail because church folks don't do wrong stuff. And I know y'all been holier than thou all your lives. But Paul writes this while he's in jail. He writes here, he says, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore God also has highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. He's talking about Jesus. And he goes on to say that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and things under the earth. And that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So first of all, stop worrying about everybody else. There's some issues you got. I know you can see my issue, but look at your neighbor if you're afraid of him. And I know you probably didn't ride with him, if you rode with him, whether you spoke or not. Look at him and say, you got some issues too. And I look back at him and say, me too. So it says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Before I can tell you how to get to heaven, I need to make sure my path is paved first. I know it doesn't happen here, but in your cousin church, a lot of folks, thank you, ushers, will always tell folks what they need to do to get right. But what you need to do to get to heaven, I stopped by to tell about 5 of y'all here that all of us need to get to heaven ourselves. Before we can condemn others, Paul said, work out your own salvation. But don't worry about Rev, don't worry about the deacon, don't worry about the choir. Worry about, I saw a Facebook post, a little girl was on there, got a little snack with her mom. I said, I would have whooped that little girl. I know what she said, but she told her mama, you worry about yourself. Now I would have had to whoop her if she had been my child belong to me. Y'all had to call the cops, what you had to do. But when it comes down to salvation. I wish I had a little girl here just to give her a microphone to tell you, worry about yourself. Because it's hard to make it in heaven worry about everybody else. And when you have trouble in your life, whether big or small trials in your life, you got to go to the next verse that give you encouragement. It says, but it is God which worketh in you both to will and to do his pleasure. That's something that God allowed, but it still brings glory to his name. It may not feel good, may not look good, may make you cry, may have you trouble walking the floor at night, but I'm going to tell you, it's still good for his pleasure. Anybody been through some storm that you didn't like, but you can see how it brought glory to God's name? There have been some trials and tribulation that you went through that made you better. Some of you didn't come to church until you got sick. Some of you didn't pay your tithes until you lost your job. Some of you didn't love your spouse until you got ready until they was ready to walk out the door. You got to understand, God will make stuff that look bad and work it out for your good. Then he finishes, he says, do all things. Well, I know y'all probably black this out in your Bible. I'm going to read it from mine. It says, do all things without murmurings and disputing. If God has given you, just do it. It's not that I have to understand it. It's for the glory of God. And Paul here writes this from a jail cell to remind us that despite what it looked like, Nicodemus, God will still work it out for our good. That's why believers got to understand, despite our circumstances, despite our situation, we still got a reason to give God a praise. It may not like it. People may not pat you on the back. Sometimes you may find yourself all by yourself, but it still works out for our good. You don't have to believe me. I'm just an old country boy from Alabama. But look at our book. Look at the text in Genesis chapter 22, verse 9 through 14. There was a prophet by the name of Abraham, one of the patriarchs of the Bible, had a son by the name of Isaac, his only son that he had, and late in his life, almost 100 years old, his wife was 90 years old. God told him, I want you to go to a place which I will show you called Mount Moriah. He didn't understand it, but he just done it. He got to Mount Moriah, wrapped his son up, bound him up, built the altar, prepare the sacrifice, and the son looked at his dad and said, Dad, I see the altar, I see the fire, but where is the sacrifice? Now knowing he was going to be the sacrifice himself, and before Abraham could stab his son and kill him, he raised the knife up, and an angel spoke out of heaven and said, do not touch him. And God provided a ram in the bush. If Abraham was here today, he'll say, God will make a way. Out of no way. If I had the Hebrew boys here, chapter 3 of Daniel, they would tell you how the king put them in the fire, turned the fire 7 times higher than it should have been. As a matter of fact, the fire was so hot that the people that put the Hebrew boys in the fire, they caught on fire. And while they was in the fire, the king came, looked at the furnace, and said, didn't we put three men in the fire? I see a 4th one in the fire that looked like the Son of God walking around in the fire. If the Hebrew boys were here today and they're not burnt up or even smell like smoke, I believe Digger Parker, they would tell you that God will make a way. I don't know, I wish I had some believers here, that God has allowed circumstances to give you strength when you should have lost everything that you had. Job, I wish Job was in chapter 1 of Job. It tells you how Job was an upright, outstanding man. The town of Oz had a beautiful family, but he soon lost everything he had. His children was killed. His wife turned his back on, had 3 friends that said you had to do something wrong. But if you look at chapter 42 of Job, you realize God gave Job double for what he lost. If Job was here today, I don't know where he's at right now, but I believe if he was here today, he'll tell you God will make a way. Out of no way. And I think there's some people on your road that they went too ashamed to tell you some stuff that they've been through. That they can holler out when the oracles of their life, some trials and tribulations they've been through. Some of you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that some people on your road been through because they look good and got rouge on today and smell good. Don't mean life has always been good for them. And I believe it would tell the truth this morning. Sister Shirley, someone would tell you that the Lord has made a way out of no way. Look at our text today. Paul makes us understand that despite what predicament, problem, difficulty we are facing, the Lord has a way when there seems to be absolute no solution in sight. Paul was in jail, but still encouraged the church in Macedonia to have joy. Many of us cannot have joy when we're going through storms ourselves, but that's the time to really rely and depend on God. I want to give you several reasons how I know, and Paul writes how God makes a way. Paul, number one, Paul understood how God makes a way when it seemed to be no way. He writes there, he said, it is God who is at work in you, both to will and to do his good pleasure. I know God will make a way out of no way because this is his doing. Regardless of what had came of Irma, Hosea, I think there's another one out there somewhere, Maria, they done skipped the alphabetical, so it's been several out there since. I know my ABC, I know I, and go to M, so it's been a bunch of them out there. I know I was reading in here, Maria, that's M. See, these storms all around, we ain't no storms around us, amen. But regardless of what the storm was trying to do and what it looked like, God had a way of bringing glory to his name. That's why it says, who is at work in you both? I'm doing two things, to do my will and to bring glory because it's my good pleasure. You got to understand, what God is doing in your life, you may not understand it, but it brings pleasure to his name. That's why you got to understand, it may seem bad right now, but it's just a matter of time that God is going to turn this around. I don't care if it's cancer, high blood pressure, a disrupted child, a misbehaving spouse, I don't care whether it may be a layoff, sickness in the body. It's just a matter of time that God will turn it around. If anybody who can testify with me today, if you just give God a few moments, give him a little time, and God will bring glory to whatever you're going through right now. Know that the Word of God and the Spirit of God constantly works in the believers to motivate and enable us to keep pressing on with troubles in our life. If you're close to God when trouble comes, you don't react like those that don't have a relationship. When you're already close to God and trouble comes your way, you know it's just a matter of time because you got faith in what you've been preaching, what you've been believing, that if God done it for others, he can do it for me. So if I'm going through right now, it's just a matter of time. It's going to work it out. Number two, God makes a way when there seems to be no way when we ask the Lord to teach us the way to go. The reason we can't go the right way because many of us already know everything. Sometimes, Deacon Man, we just got to say, God, teach me where you want me to go. Moses writes there in Exodus chapter 33, verse 13, says, teach me your ways so I may know. Moses was a prophet. Moses had led children out of Israel. God had spoken to him about burning bush, but still he said, Lord, teach me. Teach me that I may know and continue to find favor with you. Listen, I don't want to take no credit for what God has done through me. But for Isaiah said, my righteousness is nothing but filthy rags. So if it had not been for God, I wouldn't be who I am. And I'm going to tell you a secret. You wouldn't be who you are either. Every now and then you got to say, God, teach me. Not only did Moses cry out, but David in Psalms 86:11, David said, teach me your ways, O Lord, and I will walk in your truth. The more you know about God, when trouble comes your way, the better your praise will be. You can tell people got a strong relationship with God when trouble hit their lives. They don't change. Y'all missed that. See, you don't even know trouble going on in some folks' house because they ain't changed. But when people don't have a relationship with God, they want everybody to feel sorry for them. They want to have a pity party. They text about it. They Facebook about it. But when you got God in your life, yes, I got laid off, but my God is a way maker. Yes, I got trouble in my life, but God will never leave me forsake. I know I don't have food at the house, but David said I was young and I was old, but never have I seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. Don't you know, when you got a relationship with God, God will help you through some stuff. I'm just talking about myself, me and Deacon Carter. We know that our God will bring you through some stuff. Now, number three, not only will God help you when you ask him to teach you the way, not only when you realize that you got to see there's no way out, but number three, God will make a way when there seems to be no way when you ask, seek, and knock. When you ask, seek, and knock. A closed mouth don't get fed. A closed mouth don't get fed. Some things you got to ask for. Some things you got to seek. And sometimes you just got to knock into the open. And it's asking, you see, again, Matthew chapter, that scripture in Matthew 7:7 says, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be open. Too many people are not persistent, and they're asking, seeking, and knocking, so they are unable to find a way out of their problem. You ask a child to go in there and find the keys. Go bring my keys off the dresser. They look on one end of the dresser, come back, say, I didn't see it. Now, I'm only talking about your child, too, but y'all must got those type kids, too. When you go seek something, you go all over the dresser and look on the floor. When you seeking something, you don't come back until you find it. If you really want God to bless you, you don't come back until you have your joy. You don't come back until you have your breakthrough. You don't quit until you get what you desire. Do anybody want to seek God for something? I don't care if it's a promotion on your job, it's a breakthrough in your family. If you seek it, you don't stop until you get it. You praise until things turn around. You pray until something happens. Don't you know you got to stop, just sit back and wait on Satan to give you something? Because the only thing Satan is trying to do is steal, kill, and destroy. But I dare to give God a praise until your situation turn around. You worship until things turn around. You praise God until your nights turn to day. You got to knock. You got to seek. You got to ask. And see, some people, I'm old school. See where I'm from, they didn't have doorbells. You had to knock. And see, they got these new doors. You knock too hard, you're going to put a hole in somebody's door. You had to knock hard in them old houses. And you didn't leave because you see the cars there. You're going to, come on, open this door. Sometimes you got to be so persistent. God, I need my child to behave in school. I need a breakthrough with my family. You got to keep on knocking until things turn around, until you knock some stuff over till Satan got to leave your house. Don't go to the pit pat. Anybody home? Oh, they ain't here listening. No, you got to pray, you got to worship, you got to fast, you got to train your, you got to knock. And watch God make a way out of no way. Not only when we ask, seek, and knock, but number 4, God will make a way out of no way when you admit that human ways are often contrary to God's ways. I know you just turned me off right there. You got to admit, first of all, that your ways, my ways, our ways are not God's ways. I got scripture back it up, I know you don't believe me. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, declares the Lord. As the heaven are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Know that the sovereign will of God is beyond human imagination. God will have you doing some stupid stuff, and you wonder why you're doing it. Because your logic, your intellect, your education say, I should be doing this, but God had you doing some silly stuff. But the text says the foolish stuff will conform the wise. God had you speaking to folks that don't even like you. God had you help somebody that done you wrong. You forgive somebody that mistreated you. Allow the Lord to work in the ways that are beyond human reasoning. I know you're smart. Got 7 degrees in the office. But that don't mean you know God. God makes sometimes, God does some silly stuff. And you're like, why am I doing this? Because your thoughts are not like God's thoughts. Your ways are not like God. And God will do things. They say, I'm really trying to turn this around for you. But you got to do it my way. Number 5, I'm going to get rid of holler. God will make a way when there seems to be no way when you confess our sins, inadequacies, and shortcomings. Now that doesn't mean you got to confess them to the folks sitting next to you. But confess them within yourself and to God. God already knows. But you got to say, God, I need help in this area. I can't do it by myself. Because everybody in here got some sins that need to be confessed. Everybody here got some inadequacies that need to be confessed. And everybody that has some shortcomings that need to be confessed. And when you do that, you'll find yourself, God begin to work stuff out for you, and people begin to say, how she get that? He don't deserve that. But they don't know what type of talk you don't have the Lord. And see, when you begin to have a talk with God, Trent, you ain't got to tell everybody your stuff. You just tell the Lord, and you can walk around with your head up and your chest out and feel good about yourself. See, people want you to tell them, not so they can help you, but they can find out your business and get in your stuff and go tell somebody else. But I stopped by to tell you, I got to have a little talk with Jesus, and he'll make everything all right. That's how I know God will make a way out of no way. That's why David said, in his word, says, wash away all my iniquities and cleanse me from all my sins. And then Psalm 51, he says, restore me the joy of my salvation and grant me a willing spirit to sustain me. Then I would teach transgressors your ways, and sins would turn back to you. You got to understand, when you're having a talk with Jesus, it only help you, but you can help somebody else. That's why I can look at somebody that's going through some stuff, or somebody doing something wrong, and say, listen, God is a forgiving God. How do you know he's a forgiving God, preacher? Because God that will forgive you, he also done forgave me. That's why you got to love folks that don't love you. Pray for those that despitefully use you, because you know one day God will make a way out of no way for you. Do I have anybody in here that can say, Reverend, you can close the book because I can preach that sermon all by myself, because all the stuff that I've been through in my life, I should be here right now. And the only reason I'm still here is not because of my job, it's not because of my education, it's not because of my last name, it's because the Lord has made a way out of no way. Do I have at least 10 people in the building? I think there'll be 11. They say, Reverend, I know you're right, because I've been up and I've been down. I've been almost leveled to the ground, but God has picked me up, turned me around, and placed my feet on solid ground. Do I have anybody that was ready to throw in the towel, but God made a way for you? Do anybody in the building say we're ready to give up on life, but God gave you more life? Anybody in the building that didn't have joy at one point, but you trusted and leaned not to your own understanding, and God gave you joy that the world didn't give to you, and the world can't take away from you. If you believe a little bit what I'm saying, give somebody a high five and tell them God will make a way out of no way, despite what you're going through. Trouble don't last always. Tell somebody else, if you want to see what a miracle looks like, look at me, because all that I've been through, I should be here. All the tears that I cried, I should be here. Because people have done me wrong, I should be here. But I looked at Philippians chapter 2, and said there was a name that's above every name, and at this name every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Let me help you out. That name is not Mars. That name is not Parker. Jesus didn't have to do it, but because his daddy said do it, he died. Anybody know he died? He called himself. He wasn't like the thief, but he had two thieves, one on the left and one on the right. He could have came down, but he stayed there. He stayed there for me. He stayed there for you. He stayed there till the sun refused to shine. He stayed there while they pierced him in the side. He stayed there and looked up to his father and said, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? He stayed there long enough to say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing, because he know his daddy will make a way out of no way. He was saying, I know they may kill me, but that's not the end of the story, because the daddy done it for Jairus, he done it for the Hebrew boys, he done it for the King Jairus, he can do it for me. 3 days later, the same Jesus that died, he got up with all power in his hand. In other words, God made a way out of no way for his son. And he can do the same thing for you. Yes, it looked bad. Take a picture of it. Write it down. Post on Facebook what you're going through right now. And go back and look at the memory. 10 years from now, look how God has kept you. Because let me tell you a secret, the stuff that you were worried with 10 years ago, you don't even think about it now. Because God has kept you. Stuff that you thought would take you out here a long time ago, you don't even think about it now. You just learn to trust God through it all. Anybody gonna trust him today? Give him a hand of praise. We stand over all over the building. We serve an awesome God. And I recall that despite what it looked like, God is still able. There are trials and tribulations. But Sister Griffin, I know God will make a way out of no way. But don't give up. Let me tell you, see, the battle is not yours. The battle belongs to the Lord. See, pastors don't say that, but it's week after week, many pastors, they smile and preach hard. But they keep coming back because they realize it's bigger than them. And you got to realize what you're going through is bigger than you. But you got to trust God through it all. Jesus humbled himself as a criminal, as a man. Hung up there, executed in front of the town. Died. But God didn't leave him dead. Your current situation that doesn't feel so good, know that God will not leave you there. Just give him some time. But in the meantime, do stuff like seek and knock and ask. Get close to God and watch God turn around for you. So the very thing that you plant seeds of sorrow is going to cause joy to grow in your life. Trust and wait on God. He'll never leave you nor forsake you. So if you're ready to close out here today, I just want to I have one here today that don't know Jesus in the pardon of sin as your Lord and Savior. And just say, I want to give my life to God and say, I want to be able to say that God will make a way out of no way for me without any fear of contradiction. The only thing you got to do is just confess Him as Lord and Savior. They believe that He died and God raised Him from the dead. You shall be saved. See, salvation is a progressive thing. It's not going to happen overnight. We'll get saved and God will be working on us the rest of our life. Does not mean you're going to be made perfect. But we're perfect in Him. He will justify me. He will blot our sins out as if we never done. Now, people may hold on to Him, but God will let them go. So don't have one other day that want to come give your life to Christ, up, top, down, wherever you may be. It's your opportunity to come and accept Jesus, Lord and Savior. He will make a way out of no way. The doors of the church is open. If you don't have a church home, we give invitations to come be a member here at Tremont. If you're looking for a perfect church, this is the wrong church. Matter of fact, that church not even in some out. But we serve a perfect God. You can search every state in this continental U.S. They won't find a perfect church. But I guarantee you'll find a perfect God. Amen. Give God that praise. Come to be a member.